Welcome to Rick Snider's Washington on YouTube, where you get the whole story. So please like, share, subscribe, comment, and hit the thanks button. All right, Washington Commanders have reportedly hired Dan Quinn. The team hasn't made it official yet, but it made the most sense that when they come down to the last three candidates, sure, they really looked hard at Ben Johnson, but they didn't want the job. And, Mike McDonald was an interesting pick there too. But in the end, this new ownership and GM went for probably the safest of the three picks they still had out there. I mean, they could have gone and looked for Belichick or something, but they didn't want to do that. They liked Quinn. They liked the interviews, so why go looking elsewhere and expand the search? The whole deal was, could you get something? There's a few things here. One, something that's often overlooked about Quinn. Being the Cowboys defensive coordinator, by Washington taking him, you take away a strength of your opponent. Now Dallas has to figure out a new defensive coordinator. Maybe not as good. So your gain is their loss. That's kind of a nice thing in the division. Also understands the division on there. Quinn has a long history in the league. He was defensive coordinator in Seattle for that Legion of Boom, which was a great defense that won a Super Bowl and lost one. He was a head coach in Atlanta, lost the Super Bowl. But hey, you got a guy that's been to Super Bowl in other places, and he knows what greatness requires. Seems like a decent guy from everything I've heard, and he's a good, strong leader. And in his early 50s, he can command that type of respect in the room. That was really important to the new owners. Now, I know people saying, oh, it's another Norv because Norv came from Dallas, or whatever. Or he's older, why can't we get a new guy? Well, nothing to say the new guys are any better. You got to just take it on merit. He's not another Ron Rivera. I mean, okay, if you want to paint a broad brush, about the same age, defensive coordinator, all that kind of stuff, sure. 500 career record, sure. But overall, I think this was a solid hire for Washington, and we'll find out. Give it to the first preseason loss before you start booing. I'm Rick Snider. I'll see you again later.